Am I the asshole for wanting my boyfriend's kids to schedule their visits? My boyfriend and I have been together for 4 years and lived together for around a year and a half. I have a son 5 and have full custody. My BF has 7 kids. He has custody of his youngest to 10 male 8 male every 2 weeks. His eldest son is in his late 20s and visits every few weeks with his own kids. His second oldest son is 20 and lives full-time with us. He works full-time and pays rent. It's the middle three's 17 male, 16 female, 14 male visitation that causes issues. They have rooms at our house. Some visits or custody time is scheduled, but most of the time they'll randomly show up when they want. Sometimes this is fine, but it also causes issues. A mundane issue is food. I never know how much to buy for the week because I could be feeding 3/5 or 6/8. Many times, I've had no snacks to give the younger boys because the teens had stopped by unannounced or been in the middle of cooking dinner when one of them shows up. Other times they plan to visit and bail last minute and I'll ending up having to waste food. The unannounced visits also cause disruption to the younger boys' routine. Sometimes it's just stupid stuff like the boys being kept up by their older siblings or being overexcited when they show up before bedtime. The issue happens the other way round and they get disappointed when the teens flake. I've previously brought up my dislike for the unscheduled visits to my BF, but he doesn't see the issue and blows me off. However, we recently got into a big fight about it. All BF's kids were supposed to be at their mom's for Christmas. The youngest 5 were scheduled to be with us from the 26th. My parent, 2 sisters, brother-in-law, and 2 nieces stayed with us from the 22nd to the morning of the 26th. This allowed for my family to have space in the house as we only had 1 kid. My parents are also not the biggest fan of my BF and don't like the number of kids he has, so I try to schedule their visits when they aren't around. However, on the 23rd, the 17-year-old storms into our home after a fight with his stepdad and says he's spending Christmas with us. I tell him he has to sleep on the couch because my parents are in his room, and he throws a hissy fit and basically sulked for the next few days. On the 24th, 14-year-old called his dad and also wanted to spend Christmas with us. I didn't want him to because we didn't have enough food or space, and I had originally planned a separate Christmas for BF's kids on the 26th. We argued for a while, but BF went to pick up his son anyway. It caused issues like I knew it would. We ran out of food and there was lots of tension between my mom and 17 years old. He kept going into his room to get stuff and wanting to play on his computer. She told him off multiple times for being rude. This morning, I was complaining to my BF about how they made Christmas so stressful for me and that he needed to get the kids to schedule their visits. He told me I'm being an asshole who just didn't want his kids around for Christmas. I disagreed as it's a year-round issue. So, am I the asshole?